that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
Williams gets the bucket.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Well, that's 3 of the last 5 makes, having been behind the three-point line. So got to make some adjustments defensively.
Now here's Grant. He's coming off a 13-point game against Golden State.
And he really kept his head down, was drawing contact, getting himself to the line, played an aggressive game. That was a big-time help for him and his team.
Their offense has really come together immediately, threatening to run away with this game.
It's hard to imagine they'll be able to stay as hot as they've been so far, but if they can, watch out.
Now here's Embiid. Davis with the block, and they're able to recover. McDaniels, and 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. It's Williams with the drive, goes back up, and Gordon lays it in. And a breakdown here, guys, the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
Oh, Kevin, in the first half of play, they're really closing out aggressively, blocking shots, and a key indicator of their activity defensively.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
The 2K leaderboard is on the screen now to reveal the dominant scores in the NBA over the last month. We'll take a look at Williams, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
Well, I'm sure the coach is pleased with his performance here recently. He's been on a nice little roll. If this keeps up, his team will definitely be moving in the right direction.
And the Pelicans with possession here after the Sixers pick up 2.
Huge advantage for them already.
And as well as they've played at both ends so far, this lead might continue to grow.
Beverly, the pass to Aldemir. Leaps for it. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here.
Let's see how the 76ers have performed over the last few weeks. 11th in fewest turnovers per game. 11th in opponent field goal percentage. And as far as giving up points to the opponent, well, you can see the numbers. Other teams kind of have had their way with this defense. They're in the bottom third of the NBA. You look at the early lead, and it really comes down to defending the paint.
That's good. Anderson's got his first 2 points.
And their field goal percentage continues to climb. They've really shot the ball well here today so far.
Yeah, and it's all about quality shot selection, smart shot selection. They've been very patient on offense.
Now here's Beverly. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Warriors in Oakland.
And Kevin, a lot of those points came at the line. So he was very aggressive with his game, attacking the D and capitalizing on those free throws.
Williams, that's a 2-pointer. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off. Come on. And welcome back. Sixers with some changes. McDaniels comes in for Grant. And Michael Carter-Williams subbed in for Patrick Beverly. New Orleans making some changes here. Carter-Williams and Roten pairing up in the backcourt. And then there's Henry Sims. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
And they got exactly what they wanted right there. Really high percentage look.
Carter-Williams against Williams. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. And Philadelphia making a change here.
Joel Embiid. Nerlens Noel.
Now here's Roten. Defense is right there. And Noel kicks to Roten. Shot clock at 5. Ball's knocked loose. And Embiid gets it to go. Pelicans leading by 19. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey guys, prime time in their last game against the Jazz really lit it up. He ended with 47 points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of threes. What a show it was as he put up some really amazing numbers when it was all said and done. Even we marveled at his performance, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris, for revisiting what was an astounding performance.
It clearly was one of those games that when we look back on his career, this game will be right there among the best ever that he's played.
Well, he was in the zone from the outset. It was just one of those games where he was feeling it. Everything was going his way, and he attacked, and that's what I like. Once he knew it was his night, he just attacked relentlessly.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. McDaniels got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Williams for 3, and again, New Orleans with the triple.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
1:52 left in the first half, and the shot goes in from Embiid.
He's making it look easy scoring out there because he's much more efficient here in the second.
Lets the 3 fly, and again for 3, the basket is good from Williams. Williams has got a pair of triples in the second now for the Pelicans. Carter-Williams kicks to Embiid. The dish to Carter-Williams. Here's McDaniels. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
Yep, they have not let their guard down one bit in the paint.
Embiid sets the pick for Carter-Williams. Roten dishes to Carter-Williams. Feeds it to Roten. And a great assist by Carter-Williams as that one goes in. And that's now 6 points for Roten. There's Williams with the 3. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Absolutely on fire from behind the arc.
Yeah, that's where he's getting his points.
Here's Roten. No good. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. Their last encounter was in New Orleans.
You know, that last game I thought was an evenly played game, but the difference was the big discrepancy in the free throw percentage in their favor. That's what helped them win.
Pelicans shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. Some changes for Philadelphia. Grant, he's checked in for McDaniels. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Michael Carter-Williams. And a change for the Pelicans. Anderson's checked in. Now here's Beverly. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's gotten it going now.
For New Orleans, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Well, impressive free throw shooting as a team this season, right around that 78% mark.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
Well, every once in a while, he'll show us some pretty good moves around the hoop.
Kevin, we just witnessed what was an amazing offensive display from this guy in the first half. Where did that scoring explosion come from?
I don't really know, to be honest. I was looking for chances to get my shot off, and I just happened to find them over and over in that first half. So, I don't know. I'm sure they'll make some adjustments, but until then, I'm just going to keep attacking.
Well done. Thunder up, Kevin.
Guys, that was the perfect way to start this game. Let's go over some stuff.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but you know, anything goes. Really an incredible game from primetime.
Well, he's seen the court so well tonight. He's made some phenomenal passes here in the game so far in that first half.
You know, some folks say he's not a playmaker, but he's dispelling all of that nonsense.
So for New Orleans right now, Gordon is the 2 with Evans playing small forward. Withy is out there with Davis, and it's Williams at the 1. Here's McDaniels. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. As we approach the playoffs, let's see how the East is shaping up. You look at Chicago. What a run they've had this year. In first place and charging seemingly at will toward the postseason. These guys have been outstanding. And, of course, the Philadelphia 76ers right now quite a ways down below.
Well, right now for the Sixers, they've really languished amongst the losing teams in the league. I mean, again, they'll be watching with the rest of us come playoff time, and the question has to be asked, what are they going to do to balance out that win column going forward? They need some work.
Well, you have to be careful of the quick fix. I know that. So often, the best teams are built through the draft, being sensible with their contracts. When you try to take shortcuts, it can come back to bite you.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
Well, that's part of what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
Now, Carter Williams, after the missed 3 from Williams. A shot by McDaniels, no good.
I'll tell you what, the mid-range shot is not the easiest one to make, but when you've got daylight like he had there, I mean, those are shots you want to make.
And yes, sir, that one drops.
And their offense is flowing. It's clicking right now at the beginning of the second half. They've made 3 of their first 4 attempts. Now we get a chance to check out Williams. You see some nice numbers from him over his past month, averaging about 19 points, 6 assists, and 7 rebounds. And he's been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out to me about his recent performance.
Well, you think about his intelligence, the court vision, both are outstanding. Those numbers are hardly a shock, as excellent as they are.
Here's Carter Williams after Tyreek Evans has scored. Carter Williams kicks to McDaniels. Williams comes with a double team. Knocked away. A shot by McDaniels, no good.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost him.
Williams kicks to Withy. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got 6 assists now in the game.
Solid work right there. And again, the field goal percentages. Look at the discrepancy between these two teams in the second half.
Well, you're right. We've got one team moving crisply to get good shots and the other team just a bit stagnant.
So both teams making some changes here. Aldemir, the pass to Grant. Here's McDaniels. Just 5 to shoot. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Williams leading the charge. Clark, the coach, was really passionate in that last huddle, trying to do everything he can to get his message across.
You know, and I'm not sure what he wanted exactly, but he did it with enough fire that I'm guessing he's not going to be happy with any lapse in execution. I mean, he made his point pretty clear. What a smart pass by Carter Williams right there.
It's Williams with the drive. Lets it go with a 3. It's rebounded by Aldemir. The 76ers have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Carter Williams with it. Williams picks him up. For New Orleans, they've gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Kicks it to Evans. Wide open look, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
Another good pass, and their offensive execution has been impressive, to say the least.
The last 4 field goals have been assisted. Yeah, passing has kept the defense off balance, but to get assists, you got to make the shots.
Stolen by McDaniels. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Some changes for Philadelphia.
All right.
There's 18 seconds left.